All right, what up, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Sorry I've been gone for the last couple days. I just got back from NYC NFT, and man, I got a lot of great content to share with you guys, but I can't neglect the fact that Kadena is headed to the moon right now. You guys know we put this coin on your radar at $1.40. You guys watched me pretty much sell 70% of my portfolio and put it all into Kadena, and you guys have watched me just buy Kadena over and over and over again at $13 next week. You guys will watch me buy some more Kadena. It doesn't matter what the price is. I told you guys this. You guys will watch me buy it and buy it and buy it. Kadena, Flux, BTC are where I'm dedicating a lot of my resources to for the remainder of this cycle. Now, that's not to say that there's not going to be another project that comes on my radar. That's not going to say that I'm not going to continue to put out great videos on a lot of great projects like Avalanche, Polygon, Harmony. Even though I don't own any Avalanche or Matic or Polygon anymore, doesn't mean that I'm not going to continue to promote for those projects because I think that they are great projects. I think that they got a lot of long-term potential. But right now, I felt that putting a majority of my eggs into the Kadena and Flux basket would be the most beneficial because of the bigger picture and the long-term picture of when crypto gets adopted on a global scale. You know what? Let's run this intro. All right, what up, squad? Let's dive deep, guys. But guess what? Not a financial advisor. Never going to get investing advice from this guy. Anything you hear, see, or read on this channel should be taken for educational and entertainment purposes only. You should always consult with your own financial advisor before making any investing decisions. Let's get it. So, needless to say, Kadena is going to the moon, guys. What do you guys think? Pretty freaking awesome, huh? So Kadena, and why I'm so bullish on Kadena is because we've seen blockchains like Solana, right, that claim that they are infinitely scalable, hit a price point or hit a transaction capacity of 400,000 transactions per second when the Star Atlas game launched and it broke. Not just a little bit, I mean, when a blockchain breaks and stops producing blocks, major security risk. You have no idea what could or could not happen. I mean, in theory, it could send that blockchain to zero. Not really, but I'm sure that there's people that are smart in place, but I just know that why is Bitcoin Bitcoin? Because it's never been broken. Bitcoin's never stopped producing blocks in 13 years. Ethereum also never stopped producing blocks. Why am I more bullish on Kadena than I am on Ethereum? Because Ethereum is going to transition from proof of work, secure, 5-6 years, never had any issues, never stopped producing blocks. No matter how busy or how congested the network gets, it just gets expensive, right? Same thing with these other projects. Transaction fees are low. So if the blockchain doesn't break like Solana did and just stop making blocks, if it just hits a point where it's just overwhelmed, guess what happens? Those low transactions turn into Ethereum transactions. Now, it might take a little bit longer, but I definitely remember back in the day paying a few cents for an Ethereum transaction, and now I watch a guy pay 70,000. So when I look at a coin like Kadena, it's really the only blockchain that I feel that could actually onboard Visa. They could onboard MasterCard. They could onboard any government, anything. They could take every cryptocurrency project in the game right now, onboard all of their projects, build up on top of them, and infinitely scale with no transaction loss, no speed loss, no nothing. Because of the ability to just add more chains, they never are going to hit max capacity. So let's get it, guys. What do you guys say? Enough yapping, bro. Shut up. We know Kadena is awesome. Get to the point. Tell us the good stuff. When can we buy Kadena? When is a smart time to buy Kadena? When was a dumb time to buy Kadena? Never. Let's go, baby. KDA to the moon. See that, boys and girls? $2 billion market cap. And this is what I was talking about the network effect taking place. So last time I made a video, Kadena was roughly $6 and I ran through all the mathematics. I explained exactly what the vortex effects is and how when different YouTubers start making videos about this coin, what it's going to do to the value of this coin, where they're at exactly when mainnet launches, beta, mining, exchanges, DeFi. It literally broke down every step of the process on how Kadena goes from $1.43, to where I think is like $150 to quite possibly even $250, $300. And I broke down this DCA strategy saying, hey, if you didn't get into Kadena and you just started buying it at 10, right? And every year you invest $10,000 into Kadena and you're able to accumulate 3,520 coins, right? When Kadena hits $100, you have 350,000. When Kadena hits $200, you have 700,000. When Kadena hits $300, you literally have $1 million. So if you're able to invest $70,000 into Kadena and accumulate over 3,520 coins. When this coin goes to $300, which I'm very confident it's going to, might not happen this cycle, probably won't, but you know, being the next Ethereum, being the only blockchain that's actually capable of onboarding every single crypto project in the industry and running flawlessly, I don't know how else it doesn't become the next Ethereum. Because right now, talking about like global market cap on a global scale is what, like probably $100 trillion. So you probably have $100 trillion, you know, in the S&P 500, gold, you know, all these other things, where if fiat currency and hyperinflation actually goes full send and the US actually goes into hyperinflation, people are going to be looking for a place to store their money. And where are they going to go? To gold? Gold's down 5% in the last 11 years. And maybe it's getting a little bit of a bullish push up there, but what's stopping some of these guys that have $1 trillion in gold to be going, $1 trillion in gold, maybe it gains another 5%, maybe 8, or looking at Bitcoin going, yeah, Bitcoin's gonna be 250,000. So if I moved all my trillions from gold into Bitcoin right now, I would 5 or 10x. If I just leave it in gold, I'm best case, I store value. Or best case, or worst case, you put all your money into gold and then Elon Musk shoots a rocket up to space, grabs that meteor that's close to the earth that has what, $4 trillion worth of gold on it, and then you depreciate the price, then you depreciate the value of gold by 50% like that. Bitcoin, crypto, or gold and stocks. So all those things, guys. Sorry if I'm a little bit too cocky right now. I'm a little bit too hyped that you know, it's been 5 years since I thought I found the next Ethereum, since I thought I found the next Bitcoin in theory. I mean, that's what I was looking at when I found Ethereum. Like, I was just so young, I didn't have any idea what this tech or where this was going to evolve to. And back then it was a really big long shot. Now we're seeing global adoption, we're seeing celebrities, we're seeing everybody adopt and invest in these cryptocurrencies, and they're all looking for the next Ethereum. And if you take a project, here's a good way to look at this, right? So you definitely need proof of work blockchains, because that's where you get the skin in the game. And if you guys haven't watched my other videos, watch them, it'll explain what that means. So right now, the only other bigger consumer of energy, really long term, would be Ethereum, but Ethereum's gonna be gone. Do I think Kadena will ever be at the level where Bitcoin's at as far as energy consumptions? No. But I think that being an ASIC miner, that it has the ability to definitely run side by side and be almost more profitable to these energy sectors. The only downfall is that Kadena is not deemed a property where Bitcoin is. So certain businesses might not be interested in investing in Kadena until it gets deemed a property. But given the fact that their CEO created the SEC's blockchain division, I'm pretty confident that most likely Kadena is going to stand the best chance with SEC regulations out of all blockchains. Technology, Kadena's tech, in my personal opinion, there's only one blockchain that actually solved the blockchain trilemma and can scale infinitely. We definitely seen blockchains like Avalanche doing really good. Solana broke already. Avalanche, 3 blockchains, definitely think it's possible, but I still think you're going to hit that cap, that limit, when Avalanche just can't handle anymore. Now, keep this in mind too. We have watched the cryptocurrency world change. I mean, in the time it takes to snap my fingers, I bet you we just launched 2 more crypto projects. So with technology, which what we have right now as far as blockchains, if there was a way for somebody to go from proof of work to proof of stake and easily make that transition, Ethereum would have did it with the 10,000 engineers they had a long time ago. There must be something really difficult, and I'm pretty sure that the Ethereum team is very, very frightened right now at what's going to happen when you go from picture perfect minus, you know, the congestion of the network. But as far as like security, decentralization, everything goes, Ethereum is leading the charge. What happens when you take away the 7 years of blockchain security? Why Ethereum got here is because of the security, because it's been battle tested, because it cannot be hacked, because of all these things. How many times have we seen blockchains make a change and it not work, or it have issues, or there's a bug, or somebody didn't catch something and somebody comes around the back door and drains all the liquidity out of the market? I'm not saying that's going to happen to Ethereum. They have 10,000 engineers working on one project, but why has it not? Why do we not have a date yet? That's what everybody should be asking. Why? Because they're terrified. Because you put everything at jeopardy. When that transaction happens, when that proof of work stops, when that last miner stops mining and they plug into proof of stake and everything changes, nobody knows. There is not a single person, anybody that tells you they know, they're lying to you. Because if they knew, it would be advertised and everybody would be talking about it, and it would be this methodical, detailed plan, step-by-step process on how this transaction is going to actually take place. But you have $500 billion built on top of Ethereum. If this goes wrong and doesn't go off flawlessly, a lot of these companies are going to be going to other sectors if they're not already bridged somewhere else or they already haven't moved over. I mean, best case, it goes off flawlessly and we keep on, and the wheels keep on turning. The Ethereum starts going to the moon and their ecosystem develops, but everybody's already bridging to it, so it grows everybody. Worst case, Ethereum doesn't perform well. Everybody's tokens that have been locked up for 3 years get freed up. All of that miners and hash power get distributed to other blockchains. And then we see probably a pretty rapid sell-off with Ethereum until it bottoms, hits a floor. And then again, it's still Ethereum. It's not going to go anywhere. If they don't nail it out of the park with this first launch, I think they're still going to go on the next one. And they'll just keep making modifications until they get Ethereum back on track. But if it doesn't roll off flawlessly, I think you're going to see a big sell-off. That's all. I'm throwing that one out there. So if you took, and here's the question you got to ask people, and you're talking about blockchains, really dive into the community and say, at what point does your blockchain break? What happens when we hit 400,000 transactions per second? Does it break? Does it just get bogged down? Or do we have a backup plan for layer 2 solutions to start scaling these other blockchains? Or is technology going to change and some new technology is going to come out, like maybe Ethereum could actually stay proof of work and actually scale, right? Maybe that next piece of innovative technology actually allows that to happen. I don't know. But I know that Kadena can actually support, like we could take every cryptocurrency from every blockchain and bring them over to Kadena right now, and they could all run on top of Kadena. That's what really, really excites me about this coin. Now, again, what does Kadena not have? Let's talk about the downsides, right? Kadena has no DeFi up and running. They bridged to, I don't know how many coins, maybe a few. They have maybe 5 companies building on top of them, maybe 10. They have 0 NFT projects. Kadena is such a long way away. And I've reached out to their team, I was like, hey, I want to put some resources and launch an NFT project on your blockchain. I was hoping that they were going to be like, yeah, hey, we got these developers, we got this guy, his rates, $20,000 a month or whatever it is. It just depends on what you want to do, but it was more like, hey, here's a community, join the community and maybe figure it out in there. And I was like, I don't have the time to do it myself or the resources. I was hoping to get more guidance from them, but it almost seemed like they were just like, hey, yeah, cool, do your own thing, which is, hey, it's one thing, but hopefully I'll be able to get in contact with a blockchain that actually wants to help me bring the next Bored Apes to their blockchain, because I'm willing to throw a lot of resources and invest a lot of time and energy into it. But I want it to be done right, and I don't want it to be somebody that I met online. I want to actually know that I have, okay, an engineer can actually create this NFT and help me launch this project. I have other big influencers that are interested in pulling their resources as well. So maybe we bring that to Kadena, maybe we bring it to Flux, maybe we bring it to, who knows, Solana, I don't know. We'll see. But if Kadena, is willing to help me, or Flux, either one, I'm going to make this NFT project happen, and it's going to be off the hook. So we were talking about market cap and where I thought, the price point of Kadena would be. So when Kadena was $6, I kind of just round to keep things simple. For the coin to 2x and go to $12, we need to have a $1.8 billion market cap. If we jump over here, we can easily see 1332, 2.1 billion, roughly 2.089 billion. That's insane, guys. So right now we can use the same mathematics right here, right? For Kadena to basically 5x from its current price point right now and go to $60, the market cap only needs to be 9 billion. We just saw Polkadot get to what, 44 billion without smart contracts. We've seen Cardano get to 94 billion without smart contracts. If Kadena were to run up and have a $90 billion market cap, $600 per coin, guys, $600 per coin. So that's where I think we're going to see Kadena at the very least by 2030. I mean, if Kadena has a market cap of 18 billion, talking about $120 coin of Kadena. So these were my 2022, I was saying $12, hit that already, right? I always like to underestimate and keep it real with you guys. By 2024, I'm saying 60. By 2025, I'm saying 120. By 2030, I'm saying 600. But any big right play, any big NFT launch, any more hype, any more big influencers, Coin Bureau, B-Boy, any of these guys that actually make videos and actually see the value in Kadena, and it's hard not to, because there's not another cryptocurrency in the ecosystem that brings this much value to the table. And then you mix that with companies like Avalanche, Polygon, that are bridging to everybody and connecting their ecosystems to these ecosystems, and that's where the magic is going to happen. I don't think that there's going to be one blockchain that rules them all. I think that there's going to be this giant, enormous ecosystem of just each blockchain does something unique, whether that's Avalanche going after government contracts, or that's Cardano bringing banking to the world, the unbanked, or it's Kadena building the infrastructure that can support something like Visa or MasterCard, or gosh forbid, Amazon, and this type of technology, maybe it's open source. So maybe somebody could replicate, copy, whatever, but for the most part, it takes years of development and learning and seeing what this person did. Kadena is also the only cryptocurrency that actually has human readable code on their blockchain. They are also the only blockchain where you can actually mint an NFT, and the image of that NFT is stored right in the smart contract, right on the blockchain. Everything is stored on the blockchain, and they've been very adamant about that. So we've literally watched these NFT projects bring billions and billions of dollars into these cryptocurrency ecosystems. That's why I'm so adamant about wanting to build on Kadena or Flux, because what that would do for the growth and how much attention that would bring to the ecosystem. And I think that I have the resources and the connections that I should be able to pull off something awesome. But guys, I'm dumb money, so I'm definitely a few fries short of a Happy Meal, if you know what I'm saying. Not something I could do by myself. Not something that I would trust wanting to reach out to a community member and be like, hey, I know I've never met you, but you want to collab and make an NFT project? I'm not going to do that. So I need help from a company, and I'm willing to go out of my way and promote and put so many of my resources, and then also reach out to other big name crypto influencers and be like, hey, look what I'm putting on the table. Want to be a part of it? I don't know if we could not send something like that to the moon. And how I want to do it is by leveraging the growth of my channel in combination with my own resources to actually add utility. So when my channel breaks 1 million subscribers, I rent out a $1 million mansion in Miami and invite everybody down for a party. Or maybe I take it to the next level, which is where I really want to go with it. I want to start my own crypto festival, and I want to launch it based off my NFT project. I want to get people that want to get involved, that want to invest, that want to back it. And in return, if I'm able to pull something like that off and organize it, which I think I'm building the contacts and the connections to do so, it would be basically a 3-day crypto weekend event where everybody would come, camping, stay, whatever. Buying my NFT will get you lifetime access. So like Electric Forest tickets are what, like $700 for VIP? I think like $1,500 per ticket, plus RV or cottages, another like $3,000 for the weekend, right? You would get basically VIP access for life. And that's really what I want to build. I want to build a cryptocurrency festival. And I want to build a 3-day weekend festival, some event, all crypto projects, all crypto NFTs. Like the cryptocurrency ecosystem is growing enough to where you could rent out booth space. You could grow that and scale that into, anything. And I also have contacts with, and because of my Rave clothing company, I also have contacts with Insomniac events, like direct contacts with Insomniac. And they launched EDC, Forest, all of these other things. So maybe somehow, it's really big picture, but that's where I want to go with this NFT project, and that's where I want to take it to. So I feel like that has more utility than Boarded Apes, than a yacht club and a party. You're talking about a 3-day festival and having VIP access and everything granted. Now, obviously, this is why I say I don't want to reach out to some random person and just launch an NFT project, because I'm not aiming small. I'm not aiming for a, hey, meet up with Ryan Matta here. I'm saying, hey, let's throw Kadena Festival and launch some Kadena NFTs, something crazy like that. And you aim small, you miss, you end up with nothing. You aim as high as you humanly possible. You aim for Mars, and if you only make it to the moon, it's still crushing it, guys. So if I aim for a 3-day festival and it ends up turning into a 1-night huge massive event that I throw every year or twice a year or 3 times a year or whatever the case may be, I don't know where I'm going with it. Just this first idea top of my head that came from attending NFT NYC, and I think that the possibilities are really endless and where we could actually go with this. So do me a favor, drop a comment below and tag the Kadena team if you think we need to bring the first big NFT project to Kadena. With that being said, where do I think Kadena is headed right now? Let's talk about retrace targets and make some realistic re-entry points in case you didn't get your chance to pack your bags. And if you tag Kadena, hashtag blockchain of the future, right? Because that's what Kadena is. I mean, it really is that next level blockchain. So I'm gonna start the hashtag blockchain of the future. So we're talking about like Elliott wave market structure. This would be considered your A, B, C, 1, 2, or this would be considered your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's our 5th target. Normally you get a leg 1 retrace. So if this was completed our macro leg 1, that would be calling for a price target down to 873, 696, and 556. But if you didn't notice, when it hit 850 and retraced, it didn't even make it to, it made it to like 550. So do I think it's gonna come all the way from 13 down to 566? No, I don't. Do I think it might come to 873? Yeah, anything's possible. This is crypto. Bitcoin could plummet and send it down to, but let's just chart out this last push up and take a look at retrace targets. So if that is peak and no other big YouTuber makes it, I mean, this coin's pumping now. It's gonna be getting on everybody's radar. KuCoin has just made so much money off this coin that any other exchange that continues to neglect and upgrade because Kadena is a multi-chain, multi-sig crypto asset. Certain blockchains have not upgraded because of the lack of engineers in the blockchain industry, that they just can't get employees, right? Story of every industry. So this is great for KuCoin because it makes it ideal because everybody's going to KuCoin to buy this. I've told so many different exchanges that I work for, hey, list Kadena, you're sitting on the next Ethereum, you're gonna miss out on all of this. I mean, that's $2 billion you gotta figure that pretty much came into KuCoin in the last, couple weeks? So that's a lot of money. Needless to say, these would be my 3 re-entry targets. There's no saying though, right? And here's the idea with crypto, right? We just seen Kadena hit a price point of 1386. Maybe it comes down, or maybe it starts to retrace. And tomorrow, the headline of Coin Bureau's video is Kadena, whatever, right? Maybe he did a deep dive into Kadena and he's getting ready to launch that video. I can't say. I don't know if there's another crypto YouTuber that's already made videos on Kadena. Maybe, this is where I keep pointing you guys back to the Crypto Vortex video where I explain all that. So there's a very good possibility that these 3 retrace targets get hit, but there's that equal possibility that the next big YouTuber makes a video on Kadena and their entire community who knows nothing about it, or maybe just heard about it, sends that coin up to the next price point, which would be 2254. So this was our leg 1. Market structure will be calling for a target of 22 on the next leg, giving me a peak of this macro cycle of up to 3294. Now, I'm no financial advisor. I'm no investing expert, guys. I have a 5th grade reading level and a 4th grade spelling level. When it comes to book smart, I'm farthest from it. Street smart, I'm all right. But I'm not an investing expert, guys. And I'm not trying to be. And I'm not trying to say I'm this crypto guru. Definitely not. I'm not even that good at investing in crypto. I just was able to analyze what this project brought to the table, and being super new, very high risk, right? I think everything has got to a point where it's just, okay, move this piece into position, boom. Move that piece into position, boom. Move that piece into position, boom. And then bam, let's grow. Let's grow, let's run, let's scale, let's develop, let's recruit the best engineers, the best developers, the best coders, and bring them into the next Ethereum, and let's see where we can build this. That's where I hope the Kadena team takes it. I'm gonna do my part to try to teach you guys everything there is to know about Kadena DeFi, because that's where the real value comes. If I can teach everybody in here how to take their Kadena, stake it, earn yields, earn rewards, and not sell it, that's the goal, guys. Accumulate, hold, don't sell, yield farm, use liquidity pool mining to actually build and continue to grow your worth. Why move your asset into another project in hopes that you gain 25, 30, 50%? Or what if you can just keep holding on to your Kadena and gain those same gains, but using DeFi? That's where the goal is that's where I'm trying to take this to, guys. But I'm all over the place right now. I'm doing a ton of interviews. I'll do my best to keep you guys updated on this project, but I'm growing the channel. I'm getting ready to launch some NFT projects. I'm going in a million different directions, guys. I love you guys. I'll do my best, but you guys knew my game plan. It was sell all of my assets so I don't have 50,000 coins and 50 different wallets, put them into the best project I could find, which was Kadena. Then that led me to Flux. Then I found Flux and I was like, whoa, okay, Flux is definitely another one. Apple Pay and doing so many things that I actually think Flux actually might have more upside potential because of the team, the resources, everything they have. Do I think that they can support what Kadena can support and scale like Kadena? I'm not sure. I don't know enough about that tech either, guys. I'm dumb money. I don't know how else to better get it through to you guys that I'm not the smartest at all, and I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to keep it real and give you guys good, honest information about the best crypto assets that I can find. But as far as me hunting down those new gems, I'm not live anymore. Normally the gems I find were because you guys bring them to the table. So definitely always do your own research. You guys will see me throwing some long shots out there. That's really what I'm gonna be targeting. And then when we hit the peak of this cycle and things start retracing, we go into the bear market, that's where I'm gonna be like, okay, Matic, Avalanche, all of the coins that I wanted to get that I couldn't get my bags packed on this cycle. And yeah, I might miss out on some Solana gains. I might miss out on some Cardano gains, but I don't have time to chase all these things down to 50 different blockchains and have 50 different wallets. And by the time this cycle ends and Kadena hits $100, $200, $300, wherever it ends up at, I don't have to worry about holding it going into a bear market. If it's obvious, yeah, I'll take some profits. If it's not obvious, I'm not gonna sell because I don't need to, because I use DeFi. That way I don't have to sell. So where I'm going with that is I'm playing things on a 5-year play. I have my YouTube channel, which is my business. I have 2 other businesses outside of YouTube. Those generate money. I don't need to touch my crypto. Sponsored videos allow me to buy more crypto, right? So I'm still buying and consuming more crypto every chance I get, but I don't have to I don't have any real need to sell my crypto. So if it's really obvious and Bitcoin goes screaming up to 250,000 super quick and it's not slow and steady, yeah, I'll think we're gonna hit a peak and I'll take some profits. But if Bitcoin just keeps slowly growing, I personally think that this cycle is going all the way into late 2022, if not 2023, because Bitcoin dictates the cycle. And if fiat currency is collapsing and everybody's starting to move their money into Bitcoin, what's going to stop that cycle? I don't really know. So again, I got a backup plan. I got backup businesses. Crypto is my long-term play. So you guys need to decide, like, are you trying to play it short-term? Maybe throwing your money at some really big long shots might be better for you. Maybe you're younger and you can take higher risk. Maybe you're all of the above. Maybe you just love this channel and you want to hit that like and hit that subscribe button.